It's time once again for Illinois State Redbird Hockey from Grossinger Motors Arena in Bloomington, Illinois. L.A. Decker with you for tonight's ACHA matchup between the Crimson Tide of Alabama and the Illinois State Redbirds. And once again, a very pleasant good evening from the garage, Grossinger Motors Arena in downtown Bloomington, Illinois. It's Illinois State hockey once again for you tonight. We have a doubleheader this weekend, tonight and tomorrow, as the Redbirds will be entertaining the Crimson Tide of Alabama here on the ice at Grossinger Motors Arena. Redbirds come into this contest with a record of 2-4-0-0. Alabama at 0-3-0-1. And we should have an interesting contest tonight between these two teams, as both teams have leading goal scorers who have tallied 3 times in the season. For the Redbirds, it's Tony Campese. For the Crimson Tide, Quinn Fahey, who will be their starting center tonight. He will be the leading scorer on the team. Well, more about these two teams coming up in just a little bit. We're getting ready for face-off here at the garage. Illinois State and Alabama coming your way tonight here on YouTube. Getting set for the opening face-off between Alabama and Illinois State tonight here at Grossinger Motors Arena. L.A. Decker back with you, taking a look at the two teams and the starting lineups for tonight's contest. For the visitors from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, the Crimson Tide of Alabama, again 0-3-0-1 under head coach Phil Tosseraro. Their starting lineup looks like this. On defense, it'll be Brian Siebold, along with Nick Reininger alongside him. His brother, probably. I imagine brother, cousin. We've had a lot of that around this area. That could be possible. Eric Reininger will start at the left wing spot. The right wing, it'll be Ryan Johnson. Centerman is Quinn Fahey, team's leading scorer, with 3 goals on the season. Starting in the net for the Crimson Tide, it'll be Aaron Wheeler, W-I-E-L-E-R, spelling on that last name for you. For the Redbirds of Illinois State, 2-4-0-0, and they got to 2 the same way they got to 1. Last week, as you remember, we had it right here for you on YouTube, and the Illinois State Redbirds came from behind and went 4-3 over the Fighting Illini. Then they went over I-74 and did the same thing. They went down 3-0 over at the U of I Ice Arena, came back and won that game 5-4. Now 2-4-0-0 on the season. Their starting lineup looks like this. Matt Garcia starts at the defense along with Nick Ulrich. The wings, Joe Rasha and Sean Meyer. Cade Janicki will center the starting line tonight. And in goal for the Redbirds, Brendan Donovan, who had an outstanding effort despite giving up the 3 goals, was rock solid through the latter half of period number 2 and into period number 3, denying many opportunities for the Fighting Illini in the win on last Friday night. So again, it's the Illinois State Redbirds getting set to take on the Crimson Tide of Alabama. We will be back for the national anthem and the opening face-off in just a moment. Back at Grossinger Motors Arena, Ellie Decker back with you. Just about to get this one started between the Redbirds of Illinois State University and the Crimson Tide of Alabama. Again, we'll have one for you tomorrow as well. That'll be a 7 o'clock face-off here from Grossinger Motors Arena. Same two teams will do battle once again in ACHA hockey action. Both Division I teams in action tonight here on the ice at Grossinger Motors Arena. And we have our national anthem coming up. We are just about set to get things underway here at Grossinger Motors Arena. Illinois State University in their home white uniforms trimmed in black and red. Red numerals on the white jerseys. Reggie Redbird on the front of the home sweaters. For the visitors, the Crimson Tide of Alabama, they will be in their traditional colors. Crimson and cream. Crimson jerseys. Cream trim, cream numerals. Some players wearing the red helmets and an homage to the football team will have the white stripe down the center along with their numbers on the side of the helmets. Alabama will be operating from left to right as we see it, and you hear it here in period number 1, and we are just about set to get things underway. Opening faceoff, Cade Janicki will step in and take the draw against Quinn Fahey, and we are underway from the garage. Opening faceoff won by the Redbirds. Ulrich will send it down. It'll be played by Wheeler. Now Alabama comes out of the zone with it. Lead pass ahead, trying to find Eric Reininger. He'll play in the corner. Comes out of the corner with it. Ryan Johnson tries to shove it inside on Donovan. The post was shut down, and here come the Redbirds out of the zone. Sean Meyer gets to the Alabama blue line and gets stood up by the defense. And the Crimson Tide take back over. Now puck handled on the near side, dug out by the Tide. And they will send it behind the net. And they'll keep playing. Nick Reininger on defense will play it forward into the neutral zone where the Redbirds will retrieve. And both teams will get a line change. Peyton Stauffacher, will dig it out. And he'll play it from the point. Stauffacher had it knocked off his stick, and it's played by the Crimson Tide Trombley. Quickly ahead, now a quick pass ahead, and they score. Beautiful pass from Will Zeke. And he found his teammate with an absolutely glorious opportunity. And the Crimson Tide on the board first. Johnny Deeney will get credit for the goal. And for Deeney, that'll be his third goal of the season. So Alabama on the board first on the Deeney goal. They lead 1-0. Now a penalty coming up against Alabama as Illinois State was in the Crimson Tide zone as Eli Baumstark was trying to operate into the corner. And a tripping call coming up against the Tide. So 2 minutes for the power play for Illinois State. As a penalty was assessed to James Haggerty. So Haggerty will serve 2 minutes. And the Redbirds will have a man advantage. Redbirds win the face-off, keep it in the zone. Ulrich sends it over to the far side. Played by Hilt. Now they send it out front, saved by Wheeler. It goes behind the net. Ulrich on the near side. Cross-ice pass for... Looked like Noah Yancey. Yep, he changed his number, so Noah Yancey had the puck. And they circle it back around Hilt. Back out top. Salemi swings it over to Ulrich. Cross-ice pass. Quick shot. Went wide of the target. As Hilt tried to take one on the netminder. Into the slot it goes. Back out to Ulrich. Hilt fired. Shoulder to side. And it rolls around back in neutral ice. 17:35 for the first. 1-0 Alabama. 1:05 left in the Redbird power play. Now a penalty coming up against Alabama. Redbirds will have a 2-man advantage. And the goalie did not get off the ice fast enough. So they will halt play. The sixth attacker tried to come out quickly. So now the question is, are they going to be offsetting penalties here? Because Redbirds had too many men on the ice. And the Alabama penalty is also coming up, so that's what the referee is discussing at the moment. One of the strategic plays you try to do is, you know there's a delayed penalty coming up. Try to get the goalie off as quick as you can, try to get an extra attacker on, but that time it didn't work out. So Alabama will now be 2 men down for 59 seconds. And the Alabama captain right now, Will Zeke, getting an explanation from the linesman about the call. So Redbirds now have a 2-man advantage for 59 seconds. 17:26 to play in the opening period. Face-off will be to the left of Wheeler. And the draw won by the Redbirds. Ulrich works it around to the far side. Hilt back to Ulrich. Ulrich will step into the circle. Now back out top. Salemi back to Ulrich on the near side. From the dot, throws it back out to the high slot and Salemi. Over to Hilt. Hilt will fire, blocked to the defense into the netting. And the face-off will stay in the Alabama zone. 40 seconds left in the 2-man advantage. 1:42 for the full power play. And a new puck is necessary to continue play. Here's the draw one by Alabama. They try to send it out, but it's kept in by the Redbirds. Parker Adams on the near side with it. Steps into the slot. Quick pass and it's knocked away by Wheeler. And into neutral ice, and the Redbirds will have to regroup. 20 seconds for the 2-man advantage. 1:20 for the power play. Here's Myers over the line. Drops it off for Adams. Back out top to Garcia. Now Adams on the far side. One-timer from Garcia. Blocked to the defense and taken away by the Crimson Tide, and they clear it the length of the ice. First penalty is over. 5-on-4 advantage now for the Redbirds for the next 60 seconds. Adams will motor through neutral ice against Zeke. Throws it into the zone, but Alabama able to clear it out. And the Redbirds again will have to track back and get it. Garcia. Knocked off the stick. Good forecheck that time by Will Zeke. They did get it ahead. Adams swings it over. Good passes. He tried to find Sloan with it. Sloan was playing in, couldn't get it. Cade Janicki sends it out front. Centering pass knocked away by the Crimson Tide and hoisted the length of the ice. 20 seconds remaining in the Redbird power play. 15:45 for the opening period. 1-0 Alabama. Campese Gets it to Ulrich over the line. Quick shot. Toe save made by Wheeler. And goes into the far corner. Was picked up by Hilt. Hilt gets run to the boards by Dylan Draveni. Puck wrapped around, and here comes Alabama. 3-on-1 if they hurry. Here's a quick pass ahead, and it bounced over the stick of an open player. Otherwise, he would have had an open opportunity as Jake Flurry got over the line. Now Hilt with a nice move to get over the line. Quick centering pass, firing over the top of the net. It goes to the backboards as Mitch Oberlag had an opportunity. Both teams are back at full strength. Centering pass, missed connection for the Redbirds, and they'll have to track back to get it neutral ice. Stoffacher will send it in, and the Redbirds will go back and get a line change. Draveni trying to throw it ahead to find Jake Flurry. Missed connection, and Redbirds able to track it down. D'Alessandro. To Baumstark, and now the Redbirds have it stolen away by the Crimson Tide. Alabama lost it at center ice as it hit the skate that time of advancing Greg Simmons. Adams sends it behind the net. Where Swiderski is there to play it. Swiderski digs it out, but the Crimson Tide claim it. Chiarelli sends it up ice, and the Redbirds have to track back. Noah Yancey will send one in. Quick stick save made by Wheeler. The rebound comes out top. Garcia's shot stopped by Wheeler. Loose in the crease and knocked away by Wheeler with the stick. Alabama sends it down. That was close to offside, but no offside called. Now behind the net it goes. Trying to wrap around. It got off the stick that time. And control was lost by Eric Lester. Tide hold it in. Lester had it poke check back into neutral ice. And Alabama will tag back out. Long shot sent in that time by Timmy Kirkwood. And Donovan able to smother it and will take the face-off with 13:07 to play in the opening period. Redbirds lead in shots on goal 6-3, but Alabama leads on the scoreboard 1-0. Crimson Tide win the draw, but the Redbirds able to advance it out. Oberlag will send it the rest of the way down. Plays it in the far corner. Deeney sends it out front. Quick shot, though, by the Redbirds, and it's sticked aside by Wheeler again. Campese got a good opportunity there. Now the puck loose again in the crease, and Wheeler able to keep the Redbirds out of the net. Quick shot redirected away from Wheeler as Campese was on the doorstep once again. Now a big hit by Campese on the trailing of the play. Here's a steal by Oberlag. Firing, saved by Wheeler. And the puck cleared into the near corner. To the top, where Kramer plays it. Over to a shot, a save by Wheeler, and he hangs on and gives no rebound. Redbirds moving the puck nicely as Eli Baumstark got that last shot, or checked it. It was Anthony Salemi who took that last shot. The Redbirds are getting pressure on the Alabama goal. Tide win the draw and send it down into the Redbird zone. This will be an icing call as the puck had not cleared the center line, so they'll bring it all the way back into Alabama territory for the faceoff. Redbirds out shooting the Crimson Tide 9-3 to this point. Janicki will take the faceoff against Trey Howes. Howes. Janicki wins it, got it back to Ulrich. To Garcia on the far side. Sends one off the dasher board behind the net. Redbirds tried to play it but couldn't keep it in as Rasha was there but couldn't handle it. Alabama couldn't get the offense going. Now 2-on-1 come the Redbirds. Here's Myers. Tried to find a pass over to Rasha. Couldn't complete it. Now a centering pass tipped away by the Alabama defense. Ulrich sends it down to Rasha in the far corner. Comes out behind the net. Back out top Garcia. Quick shot blocked to the defense. Ulrich there though. Sends it around the boards. Cade Janicki to the near corner. Back out to Ulrich. He fires just wide of the post. Picked up by the Crimson Tide where Chandler Bilodeau will play it. But the Redbirds able to turn it back. Joe Swiderski in the near corner. Digging it out against two Alabama defenders. Over to Yancey, to Ulrich. There's a quick shot by Stoffacher. It's stick down by the defense. Swiderski behind the net. Drops it back to Yancey. Quick centering pass and an opportunity for the Redbirds was thwarted by the Alabama defense. Now some stick play there by Alabama. They get it into the Redbird zone, but again, good defense by the Redbirds, poke checking it away from Jake Fury. Coming up on the halfway point of period number 1, Alabama leads Illinois State 1-0. Here's a check from behind, and it's going to be a penalty against Illinois State. They're going to call it a tripping call, but looked like it was just a straight check from behind, and Redbirds will serve a 2-minute penalty for that. So the penalty is against Peyton Stoffacher. .10:13 to play in the opening period. First power play opportunity for Alabama in the contest. Already leading 1-0. Draw taken all the way back, and Alabama will have to chase it down as Wheeler will keep it from harm's way. Chiarelli works out of his zone with it. Got it over to Deeney. To the line, and the Redbirds able to swat it back into neutral ice and keep Alabama from advancing. Trombley sends it all the way back to Chiarelli. Now again, the pass ahead, and it's knocked away and picked up by the Redbirds. Baumstark in the near corner sends it all the way back to Kramer, and the Redbirds will kill some time. As the puck is cleared all the way down by Salemi. 65 seconds remaining on the Alabama power play. 9:15 for the first period. Still 1-0 Alabama. Over the line comes Kirkwood. Drops it off near side. Fury. To the point. It's played by Bilodeau. Sends it far side. Deeney. Back over to Bilodeau. Cross ice. Again, Deeney. Centering pass. Knocked away, and the Redbirds able to clear it out of the zone. Final 30 seconds of the Alabama power play. As the Tide come forward, Bilodeau trying to send it ahead, stolen away by the Redbirds. Quick fire and save by Wheeler on the opportunity by Campese. Final 10 seconds, one final rush coming up for Alabama if they can get it. Tide over the line. As the penalty is over, both teams will be back at full strength. Quick shot taken by Kirkwood. It went wide of the target. Held in, though, by the point play of Reininger, Eric Reininger. Dug out of the corner by the Redbirds. Hilt will send it up ice. Icing waved off because Alabama did have an opportunity to play it. comes Fury. Knocked off his stick, back in the neutral ice. Here's a steal by Alabama. Trey Howells with a shot, stopped by Donovan. And the rebound played by the Redbirds. And again, wave off the icing. It didn't get all the way down the ice, so play on, says the linesman. Chiarelli dumps it in, and now puck looked like it went in between the boards and went out. So the puck out of play will reset with 7:01 to play here in the opening period. Redbirds out shooting the Crimson Tide 10-5, trail 1-0. Faceoff will come from center ice. Draw is won by Illinois State, but they can't control it. Puck loose and a centering pass made by Jake Best. Redbirds come out with it. Myers will get over the line. Dump it over for Rasha. Now behind the net, Myers again. They play it out to Janicki. Janicki on the near side and along the boards. Got it to Myers, now back to Rasha. Centering pass blocked away. Rasha able to retrieve though. Now it's knocked off his stick and stolen by the Tide and hoisted out of the zone. Donovan comes out to play it, got it ahead to Janicki. Janicki over the line, drops it off to Rasha. He'll fire a pass in and couldn't quite make the connection though with Myers. Now a shot by the Redbirds blocked and went over the netting. It'll be out of play and face-off will be in the Alabama zone. .609 to play here in the first. Adams couldn't win the draw for Illinois State. Alabama tries to send it all the way around. Stoffich are able to hold it in. Got it back over to Parker Adams, knocked off his stick in the neutral ice, and Stofficher will just dump it in, and the Redbirds will regroup. Treveni in his own zone. Hoists it out, Stofficher there to play it back in. And the Redbirds have to retrieve it all the way back in their own end, and they'll go get it. D'Alessandro tried to pass ahead, fanned on it, but able to retrieve it where Stofficher has it. Got it ahead to Tyler Kuhn. Kuhn motors over the line past the Alabama defense. Goes in behind the net, lost the handle on the puck, and it's stolen away by Dylan Treveni. Quickly ahead to Will Zeke. Zeke moves over the line, poke checked off his stick by Stofficher into the corner. Now Zeke loses his stick as it's kept alive by the Crimson Tide. Point shot taken, went wide of the target by Treveni. Puck sent back in, and Donovan has to play with a blocker. Redbirds finally able to corral the puck, and bad centering pass that time that almost went off of Donovan. It hit the side of the net, and Donovan was a little surprised by that. Redbirds able to control, but now a penalty coming up. Going to be a boarding call, and looks like it's going to be on Illinois State. So the boarding call will put Alabama back on the power play, and having some trouble with the door in the penalty box. There they go. 4:41 to play in the opening period. Still 1-0 Alabama. Scored at the 18:39 mark of the first period. Barely 2 minutes into the contest. Redbirds out Eli Baumstark take the draw against Johnny Deeney. Deeney wins the draw. Puck trickles over to the near side in the zone where Alabama works on offense. Eric Reininger over to Kirkwood. Now back to Reininger on the near side. Knocked off his stick by Swiderski, but it's held in by the Tide. Here's a quick shot by Kirkwood. Goes wide of the target. Might have been blocked to the defense. Kirkwood again. Fakes the shot. Sends a pass over to Bilodeau. In the far corner. Crimson Tide work out. Or Nick Reininger sends it out to Jake Fury. Now shot by Kirkwood, and he scores from just inside the blue line. Timmy Kirkwood with a rocket past Donovan, and it's 2-0 Alabama on the power play. Kirkwood with his second goal of the season puts Alabama up by 2. And the Redbirds have another long road back to get back into this contest. Icing is the call against Alabama. Penalty still up on the board, but we know better than that. Draw will be to the right of Wheeler. Redbirds win the draw. Hilt takes a shot. It goes wide of the target. Alabama able to track it down in the far corner. Jake Best sends it behind the net where Brian Siebold plays it. And the Redbirds send it back into the zone. Oberlag moves in on Wheeler, fires, and Wheeler able to body that aside into the far corner. Sent in. Quick shot by Hilt. Again sticked aside by Wheeler. Out front, Kramer. Centering pass, tipped on net by Oberlag over the top of the crossbar. Here's Campese sending it in. It lost track of it, did Wheeler, but it goes into the near corner. Kramer, low shot, just over the crossbars. It went right over the top of Wheeler. Here's Hilt from the point, moving in, firing save with the stick by Wheeler. Into the far corner, and it's cleared out of the zone. And this will be icing against Alabama. 2:43 to play in the opening period. 2-0 Crimson Tide. Redbirds still out shooting the Tide, 11-7 to this point. So Janicki will take the face-off for the Redbirds. He wins it back to Garcia. To Rasha on the near boards. Rasha digs it out, but Alabama possesses. Jake Best gets it over the line to Eric Lester. Lester near the line, lost the handle. Garcia able to come out with it. Garcia gets over the line, backhand in on Wheeler, goes wide of the target. D'Alessandro tries to hold it in, but Alabama does get possession. Redbirds able to get it in center at center ice. Here's Janicki. Moving in, knocked off his stick. Good poke check that time by the Alabama defense. Centering pass, though, backhanded, almost found a connection. Instead, it was intercepted. Now Johnny Deeney over the line, between the legs of a defender, lost the handle of it. Meyer there to pick it up for the Redbirds. Meyer will send it in, no icing. Redbirds will go get a change with 1:37 to play in the opening period. Over the line comes Haggerty. He'll drop it back, though, as the Redbird defense stop the offensive attack from Alabama. Now the forecheck. Very aggressive again for Illinois State. Stoffacher will fire one. That one sticked down in the slot by the Alabama defense and sent up ice. Will Zeke will send it in. Zeke will track it down behind the net. He gets pummeled by two Redbird defenders. Does center it. Puck loose. Donovan stops it once. And the puck again loose. Kept in by Alabama. Deeney sends it across. Kirkwood now will step in. Fire. Blocker save made by Donovan. Rebound in front. Kirkwood couldn't quite get the stick on it. Now the Redbirds have it as Parker Adams comes out of the pack with it. Got it head to Sloan, and Sloan will send it in. And the Redbirds will ice the puck, so no change for Illinois State. And a tired group of Redbirds will have to stay on the ice with 38.6 remaining in the period. Face-off will be in the Redbird zone. Alabama putting on some last-minute pressure here in the first period. So it'll be Adams taking the draw for Illinois State. Against Quinn Fahey for Alabama. Draw one by the Redbirds. Kramer sends it around. Adams couldn't handle it. Puck loose, but knocked away by Kramer. Now Adams with 25 seconds. Got it to Ulrich. Redbirds in their own zone, can't quite control it. Loose puck. Finally sent toward Donovan with 10 seconds. Behind the net it goes. Kramer digs it out, got it to Sloan. Sloan sends it ahead. Final 5 of the period. Here's Yancey firing, just wire the target as time expires in period number 1. And with 1 period in the books, Alabama will take a 2-0 lead into the locker room for the first intermission. Do we have a penalty coming up, though? Let's see. I don't know if we do. We might have one. The referee is skating over to the scorer's bench. We may have a power play coming up to start period number 2 for Illinois State. We'll tell you more about that coming up, along with recapping scoring in period number 1. Your score at the end of 1 period is Alabama 2, Illinois State 1-0. First intermission here at Grossinger Motors Arena. L.A. Decker with you. It's Alabama 2, Illinois State 0. Let's take a look at scoring in the first period for the Crimson Tide of Alabama. Johnny Deeney got on the board first at the 18:39 mark of the opening period. He was assisted by Will Zeke and John Chiarelli to make it 1-0 in favor of Alabama. The Crimson Tide extended their lead to 2-0 on the power play at the 3:50 mark of the opening period as Timmy Kirkwood tallied on the power play. He was assisted by Eric Reininger and Trey Howes at the 3:50 mark. 2-0 Alabama is where we stand after 1 period of play. Shots on goal in the first period, 9 for Alabama, 11 for Illinois State. And as we travel around throughout central Illinois, there are places that you go, and sometimes, they do great work, and this is one of those places. I am not being paid to say this. This is one of those things that I just experienced myself, and I do want to give a shout-out to somebody on a personal level. The people over at Caliber Collision. It used to be Cook's Auto Body. Caliber Collision has started their opportunity here in Bloomington Normal. A lot of the staff are still from Cook's Auto Body, so still the same great people. Mike, the GM, was there, very helpful, helped me out with a situation that I had, and they were more than accommodating, and they did a great job, and they've done great work in the past for my family and I. So again, this is just straight off the cuff for me. This is just my own thing here. I'm just kind of filling some time here to talk a little bit, but just wanted to give them a quick shout out and thank them for the help that they provided to me here in the recent few days or few weeks with my vehicle. So again, big shout out to Caliber Collision and Mike, the GM out there, and the entire gang out of Caliber Collision. And thank everyone for supporting Redbird hockey. Please spread the word about the Redbirds and Illinois State hockey. We do have a pretty good crowd that's made their way in for a Friday night. I know there's a lot of things going on in Bloomington Normal on a Friday night, lots of shows to be seen, lots of places to go, but there are some people that have made their way here to Grossinger Motors Arena for tonight's contest, and we thank all of them for coming out. We thank you for tuning in here on YouTube and listening to this broadcast tonight. We'll have more hockey for you tomorrow night right here from Grossinger Motors Arena. Same two teams will do it again. 7 o'clock face-off, Illinois State and Alabama, the second of this two-game set from Grossinger Motors Arena. We are in the first intermission with Alabama leading Illinois State by a 2-0 score. We'll be back for the second period in a little bit. Back at Grossinger Motors Arena, L.A. Decker back with you. We are getting set for period number 2 between the Illinois State Redbirds and the Crimson Tide of Alabama, with Alabama holding a 2-0 lead after period 1. There was a penalty at the end of period 1 against Alabama, and it does look like Quinn Fahey will be sent to the penalty box. I'm going to guess it was boarding. I didn't see the official signal for the penalty. But just from the nature of the play that happened right at the end of the period, it does look like the penalty would be boarding against the centerman for Alabama. So he will serve 2 minutes right at the beginning of period number 2. So the Redbirds will start period number 2 on their second power play of the evening. 0 for 1 so far. They did have a 2-man advantage during that first power play. They didn't get a second power play opportunity. It's still the same power play. Alabama 1 for 2 on the power play so far tonight, where they did score 1 goal on the power play. Again, scoring in the first period for Alabama was Johnny Deany, his 3rd of the season, and then Timmy Kirkwood, his 2nd of the season, to give the Crimson Tide a 2-0 lead. Redbirds on the power play as we start period number 2, and the faceoff won by Alabama. And they will hoist it the length of the ice and kill some time on this penalty. Redbirds will start it up. Campese will skate over the line, go all the way behind the net. He'll overlap with Oberlag, got it to Hilt. Back to the top, Salemi from the point. Distributed it to the near side, and Hilt, they'll switch sides now. Salemi will step into the slot, trying to return it to Salemi, got it through though. Salemi back out top to Hilt. Hilt works toward the slot. Shot blocked away into the corner. Played out by Oberlag to Salemi. He'll switch with Hilt. Hilt comes to the near side. Back out to Salemi. Reverse the puck. They tried to get it over to Ulrich. Oberlag digs it out, but it's stolen away by Alabama. And they hoist it into the bench. And that one is... looks like it might be retrieved. That one, it looked like it hit the linesman, actually. It looks like it got the linesman pretty square. But the linesman's a hockey guy. He will stay in the game, and the Redbirds will have the face-off in the Alabama zone. Won by Illinois State. Hilt on the far corner. Goes out top to Ulrich. Now over to Salemi. 54 seconds in the power play. Salemi over to Hilt. One-timer. Saved by Wheeler. Rebound comes to the near side. Redbirds dig it out. Campese to the point with it. 35 seconds for the power play to Salemi. Back over to Ulrich and now Salemi. Rich shot, saved by Wheeler. Rebound to the far corner. Ulrich gets it over to Oberlag. Cross ice pass to Hilt. Back out to Salemi. To Hilt near side. Hilt, cross ice, goes to Ulrich. Fires, blocked to the defense. Hilt able to track it down. Final 10 of the power play. Here's Salemi with a shot, goes wide. Oberlag with a wraparound. Stopped by Wheeler. Ulrich in the slot, blocked away into the high glass. Penalty is over. Both teams at full strength, and straight out of the box comes Quinn Fahey. Over the line with it, dumps it into the corner. He'll go to play it. Fahey gets it, sends it out front. Centering pass, shot blocked away. Rebound, tip. Donovan able to corral it. No rebound, swatted away by Fahey, but knocked aside by the Redbird defense. Now in the near corner, Reininger. Back out top, quick shot by Kirkwood, saved by Donovan, and he hangs on and gives no rebound. Well, it's twice we've seen fluttering pucks very tantalizingly close to the net. The first time we saw it, one went over Wheeler's glove, and this time Donovan had one kind of floating in midair on him. 17:28 for the second, 2-0 Alabama. Alabama couldn't win the draw. Illinois State controls. Meyer on the near side boards. Had it knocked away from him. Kramer couldn't control it. Now the Redbirds have it as Meyer moves into the offensive zone. Meyer knocked away from him. Good job of the Alabama defense. Janicki trying to center it. Stolen away by Alabama. Eric Reininger. Got it ahead to Quinn Fahey. Kirkwood will hoist it, and it will go into the seats. And we'll have a face-off in neutral ice. 16:50 to play here in the second. Redbirds have taken 2 shots in the period. Alabama 1. Face-off on the Redbird side of neutral ice, where it's won by Alabama. Deeney controls it on the near boards, where he's swiped at by a couple of Redbirds. Now Chiarelli into the corner, where it's dug out by Zeke. But here come the Redbirds out of center ice. Sloan dumps off the board. Zeke able to play it. Over to Chiarelli on the near side. Got it to neutral ice when the Redbirds have to tag back out. Haggerty trying to send it around. Redbirds can't quite control it as it's just out of the reach of Tim Sloan. And the puck cleared to neutral ice where it's played by Stoffacher. Garcia bangs one off the boards where it's picked up by Will Zeke for Alabama. Now Garcia trying to fight his way into Alabama's territory, and a penalty coming up against Alabama. It's going to be a holding call made against the Crimson Tide. And going to the box, going to be Tyler Trombley. So Trombley will pick up the penalty. Redbirds getting their second power play now of the period. Face-off will come to the left of Wheeler in the Tide zone. Salemi from the point works over near side for Hilt. Trevor Hilt goes to Oberlag in the near corner. Back over to Salemi on the boards. Back to Oberlag. Mitch Oberlag comes out with it. Goes out top for Hilt. Back over to Oberlag. Couldn't step into the shot. Lost it into the corner. Cross ice to Ulrich. Back out top to Hilt. Now to Salemi on the near side. Centering pass, trying to find the open man. Here's Hilt's shot. That goes wide. He had an opportunity to get Campese open, but he missed the opportunity. Ulrich back out to Hilt. 1:15 for the power play. Salemi had it hop over his stick. Into the corner. Oberlag able to dig it out. Redbird still control. Salemi switches with Oberlag. To the slot, back out to Ulrich. Ulrich goes to Hilt. He'll fire one, swallowed up by Wheeler, and he gives no rebound. 1 minute left in the power play. 14:48 for the second. Alabama still with a 2-0 lead. Face-off will be to the left of the Crimson Tide netminder. Sloan wins the draw back to Garcia. Garcia works it back over to Parker Adams. Adams had it knocked off his stick and hoisted into neutral ice. Good job that time by Jake Fury. Redbirds into the zone now. Here's Janicki in the slot. Lost the handle on it. It goes to the far boards. He sends it behind the net where Kirkwood is there to play it. Didn't play it out though. It's held in by Garcia. As Meyer gets run into. Meyer able to keep it into the zone though. It's Garcia. Couldn't quite keep it. It got played back by Alabama. Final 15 seconds of the power play. Garcia able to dump it in, but Kirkwood is there and he will send it the length of the ice. And the Redbirds might get one final chance with 10 seconds. Garcia flips it forward for Janicki. Goes over to Baumstark. Now Adams will have to retrieve back. Both teams back at full strength. Redbirds now 0 for 3 on the power play tonight. Janicki lost it going into the zone. Kirkwood there. Sends it up ice. Long lead pass. Found a connection with Eric Reininger. Centering pass. Tried to find his brother Nick. Couldn't make the connection. And the puck swept behind the net. Yancey. Oh, it hit a skate and comes back out. Here's a shot from Alabama. Goes behind the net. And it will be a face-off in the Redbird zone, as it looked like crashing in on defense. Noah Yancey took the net off its moorings. So the officials will take a moment to get the set back on its haunches, and we are ready to get back underway. Face-off will be to the left of Brendan Donovan. Redbirds win the draw. Yancey over the line with it, met by two Alabama defenders. Puck rolling, just gets out of the zone, and here comes Alabama. 1-on-3, they'll have to circle back. Johnson, centering pass. Oh, what a wide open opportunity, and they take advantage. Ryan Johnson with a beautiful pass. Eric Reininger on the receiving end. He had a wide open net and did not miss. It's 3-0 Alabama. So again, the Redbirds find themselves in a 3-0 deficit. As the draw one, Oberlag comes over the line. Quick shot just wide of Wheeler. And here come the tie back over the line. Bilodeau over the line. Had it knocked off his stick and retrieved. Here's Chiarelli into the corner. Sends it back around to the far side. Lester digs it out against two Illinois State defenders. Well, it's played by Haggerty. Sends it around to the near side. Bilodeau lost it off his stick, and here come the Redbirds. Campisi crisscrosses with Oberlag, and the drop pass didn't make connection, and here comes Alabama back on the counter. Quick shot taken. Bilodeau sent it in on Donovan. He kicked it aside. Again, a backhand shot. This one stopped by Donovan. And the rebound kicked away by Donovan into the corner. On the opportunity by Trey Howes. There's a shot from the point, swallowed up by Donovan, but he gave a rebound, and now a penalty coming up against the Redbirds. There's Jack Kramer that time, trying to keep Alabama out of the slot. Got a little too much of a check. It'll be a hook that they call a hook. Looked like just a bad check to me, but in either case, it's going to be a power play for Alabama. Third Alabama power play. 1 for 2 so far tonight. 11:26 for the second. 3-0 Crimson Tide lead the Redbirds. Alabama wins the draw. Out top, Trombley. Sends it over to Chiarelli. Now to Dini. Johnny Dini. Giannidini. Played the puck into the corner. Chiarelli. Sends it back over to Siebold. Round it goes to the far side. Siebold there to send it in. Behind the net it goes. Dug out by Fahey. Chiarelli keeps it in. Back to Fahey. Fahey checked by Ulrich. Now Dini comes out. Puck slides over to Donovan where he'll cover it up. And a face-off will be in the Redbird zone. 1:05 for the power play for the Tide. 10:31 for the second. Alabama with a 3-goal advantage, 3-0 over Illinois State. Trey Howes will take the face-off for the Tide. It's won by Illinois State, though, as Joe Rasha wins the face-off. Tide keep it in, though. Bilodeau to the far corner, Trey Howes. Now Kirkwood. Wanted to wind one up, didn't do it. Over to Bilodeau. Back over to Kirkwood. Kirkwood works to the point, sends one in front. Shot saved, the rebound, kicked aside by the defense. Donovan got one good save in there, and I think the defense covered him up on the second one. Now a steal by the Tide. That one hit the crossbar. They're going to say it's in. Eric Reininger will get credit for the goal, it looks like, as he picked up the loose change in front and able to send it into the high corner. It came out quickly, but the referee right there to see it, and he gives him the goal. It's a power play goal for Alabama. His second of the game, and second of the season for Eric Reininger. 4-0 now in favor of the Tide. Redbirds are going to have to battle back in a big way here in this one tonight. Again, Alabama able to clear the zone, come out, and get into the Redbird ice. Tyler Kuhn couldn't handle that pass, and the Tide will track it back. Kuhn, though, on a back check, will take it. Fire, saved by Wheeler. Rebound, skates to the near quarter, Kramer. Dumps it back in behind. Trickling puck that goes in! Tyler Kuhn will get credit for the goal. He was the last one to touch it. The bouncing puck gets inside of the 5-hole of Wheeler. And the Birds on the board. It's 4-1. So now the Redbirds trail by just 3 again. 9:10 to play, clock running here in the second. Zeke had stolen away. Here's Kuhn in the slot, turns, fires, blocked away. Picked up by Ulrich. He'll send one in. Kick save made by Wheeler. Alabama clearing the zone as it's played by Trumbley, pardon me. Now in the corner, Adams trying to center it. Taken away by Alabama. The Illinois State forecheck with a little more energy now after picking up that goal. Digging for it in the near corner. Zeke is there for Alabama. Ulrich there. Also Meyer, but it's dug out. Swiderski able to get it out. Here's this Yancey trying to center it for Swiderski, couldn't find him, and the puck wrapped around the Alabama net. On the near side, Zeke. Sent back in by Garcia. To Baumstock. Knocked off his stick, and here come the Tide once again. Lil Zeke will dump it in, tried to center it, couldn't find a connection. Long hoist out. Baumstock able to get into the zone to eliminate the icing. Now the Tide trying to work it out, can't get out. Swiderski held it in. Now here comes Kirkwood over the line. Kirkwood 1-on-2. Nice poke check that time by Stoffager. Pardon me. Pass to the far side. Bilodeau sent into the corner. Back out to Bilodeau. He'll shoot one off a couple of bodies and wide of the net. Centering pass knocked away from Kirkwood. Now out front. Shot again. This one knocked away by Yancey for the Redbirds. Approaching 7 minutes to play in the second. Alabama 4, Illinois State 1. Redbirds trying to keep it in. And now finally able to clear it out of their own zone. Noah Yancey putting some pressure on. Here's Oberlag. Sending it around back of the net. Picked up by Salemi. Digs it out to Hilt. Back out top. Campese out top to Salemi, now Oberlag to Hilt behind the net. Centering pass, missed connection with Oberlag, and now 2-on-2, and Alabama tries to advance out. Bilodeau into the corner, knocked off the puck and taken by the Redbirds. Kramer trying to pass it ahead, Oberlag able to take it. Here's Campese cutting to the net, firing, scores! Tony Campese with a beautiful goal on the backhand, and it's 4-2. So Illinois State's formula, sometimes it seems like get down in the game and let's make a furious comeback in the later stages. They give up 4 right away and scored the last 2. Alabama wins the draw to restart play. 6 minutes to play in the second. 4-2, Crimson Tide lead it. Here's Myers with a steal. Meyer will send it behind the net. Played by Rasha. Out top. Quick shot by Kramer. Sticked aside by the defense. Into the far corner. D'Alessandro sends it out front. Knocked away from him. Meyer tried to play it back to Rasha. Now D'Alessandro out of the corner with it to Rasha. Cuts back and sends it around. Kramer there. Kramer near side. Back behind the net. Played by Janicki. Out to the top to D'Alessandro. Fires one in. Tipped and saved by Wheeler, and he gives no rebound. Redbirds had some traffic in front. They got a tip on it, but Wheeler was equal to the task. And with 5:22 to play in period number 2, Alabama maintains their 4-2 lead. Shots on goal, Redbirds 18. Alabama 17 so far. Tyler Kuhn will take the draw for Illinois State. It is won, though, by Alabama, Gianni Dini. Kirkwood trying to get it out, knocked off one of his players, and the Redbird couldn't hold it in. Here's Dini moving over the line. Cutting to the near corner. Here's Kirkwood. Big shot saved by Donovan as he steers it to the far to the near corner. Now Kirkwood will chip it just outside of Parker Adams. Here's Dini with a shot. That's tipped away and over the top of the glass and into the netting. And one of the Redbird defenders sold out on that one. Garcia with the shot block. Feeling the effects, though, of that one, as he will go over to the bench and take a break, kind of flexing that leg a little bit after that shot block. Redbirds win the draw in their own zone. Kirkwood tries to dump it back in. It's gloved down by Parker Adams. Sends it back to Kuhn. Now behind the net, Sloan able to play it back out. Kirkwood there for Alabama. Over to Kramer. Now a penalty coming up. Penalty coming up against Alabama. Or is it Illinois State? It's Illinois State. Interesting call. So the penalty will be against Parker Adams. Having a bit of a discussion with the referee about the call. Doesn't agree with it. Might be asking about possible places to go get some food afterward. It looks like we may have some offsetting penalties here. Yes, we do. We do have offsetting penalties, so we'll skate 4-on-4 here with 4:31 to play in the second. So the penalties will offset. The Illinois State penalty to Parker Adams. And the Alabama penalty will be on Timmy Kirkwood. They will each sit for 2. Because they're coincidental minors, it'll be 2 and a whistle. So playing 4-on-4. Redbirds give up the draw. Alabama comes over the line with it. Bilodeau had it knocked off his stick. Good poke check. And here come the Redbirds now. Yancey in the Alabama zone. Drops it off. Picked up by Baumstark into the slot. Salemi, quick shot saved by Wheeler with a toe. It's steered aside and picked up by Bilodeau. Lead pass ahead to Siebold. Out of the far corner, Bilodeau trying to send it back to Siebold. Siebold able to block the pass ahead from Illinois State and keep it in the zone for just an extra moment. Salemi will get to the red line and will dump it in. The Redbirds will go get a change. 3:40 to play in the second. Illinois State trails Alabama 4-2. 1:05 remaining in the 4-on-4. Kramer in neutral ice. Plays it ahead to Meyer. Meyer cuts to the slot, tries to center to Kramer. It's blocked away by Bilodeau. Now Meyer steals it, fires it just wide of the net. Ulrich there to play the rebound into the corner. Oberlag. Digging it out. Centered. Myers couldn't get to it. Back to Oberlag. Backhand pass. Meyer takes the shot. It's stopped by Wheeler. Kramer sends it over to Ulrich. 30 seconds for the 4-on-4. His shot stopped by Wheeler and picked up by Bilodeau. Bilodeau had it knocked off his stick by Kramer at neutral ice. Now the Redbirds will retrieve it. Kramer. Final 15 of 4-on-4 as both players will come out of the box simultaneously. Lester had it knocked away. Campese couldn't get to the slot to get the shot away. Both teams are back at full strength as Hilt gets it. Back out to Garcia. To Hilt on the far board. Garcia at the far point. Steps in, fires one toward the net. Goes wide of the target and behind, and it's taken out by Eric Reininger. 2 goals so far tonight for him. Pass for Campese, knocked off the stick, but Hilt able to play it. Myers just wide of the target. Garcia can't hold it in. Here's Hilt from the slot. Stick save made by Wheeler. Here's Campese. Tried to center it for Hilt. Blocked away into the corner. Played back out by Lester for Alabama. Now Chiarelli will send it in. Both teams will go get a change. Alabama needed some fresh players. 1:35 for the second. 4-2 Alabama. Kirkwood will send it all the way around. Donovan slows it down just a bit. The Redbirds will play it. Tyler Kuhn passed ahead, stolen away by the Tide. Will Zeke trying to get to it, couldn't do it. And the puck sent right into Salemi, and it's at his feet, and he finally plays it ahead to Tyler Kuhn. Trickles it ahead for Janicki. Knocked off his stick into Alabama territory. Final 60 seconds of the second. Zeke over the line for the Tide. Sends a pass across. Couldn't make his connection with Nick Reininger. Now Kuhn will try to clear it. Can't do it. Zeke holds it in. 45 to play in the period. Lead pass ahead for Sloan. Couldn't connect with him, but he does center it. Tipped away on a nice poke check by Wheeler. Janicki tries to send it across. It's stolen away by the Tide. Will Zeke with 30 seconds. Will send it in. He'll dump it in. And Donovan goes into the butterfly to steer it aside. Kramer from the near corner with 20 seconds. Sends it ahead to Sloan. To Noah Yancey on the far boards. Sends it around the net, 15 seconds. Chiarelli clears the zone with it. And the final 10 will start to tick down. Redbirds send it ahead. Here's a quick shot. And a save made as Meyer trying to get a shot or check it. Swiderski had the opportunity. Wheeler got it stuck in his pads, had to look behind him to make sure it didn't trickle through. And with half a second remaining in the period, we'll have a face-off to close out period number 2. So Swiderski, right place, right time, and almost got the Redbirds within one in the closing seconds. So the face-off is taken, and that will do it for period number 2. And we are through 2 periods at Grossinger Motors Arena with your score. The Crimson Tide of Alabama 4 and the Redbirds of Illinois State 2. We'll come back and recap scoring and get you set for period number 3 in just a moment. Second intermission here at Grossinger Motors Arena. Ellie Decker back with you. Alabama still leading by 2 goals, now 4-2 over the Illinois State Redbirds. Scoring in period number 2, Alabama got their 3rd tally on the board at the 12:48 mark of the period on the first goal of the year from Eric Reininger. He was assisted by Ryan Johnson, and the 3rd assist goes to Quinn Fahey. 3-0 Alabama at that point. Then with 9:52 to play in the second, the 4th tally of the contest. This one an unassisted goal from Eric Reininger. 4-0 Alabama with 9:52 to play in the second period. Illinois State, though, did not take long to get back on the scoreboard. Matter of fact, took them just 41 seconds to 9:11 mark on a bouncing puck. Tyler Kuhn able to steer it inside the pads of goaltender Aaron Wheeler. First goal of the season for Kuhn. He was assisted on the play by Parker Adams, and the second assist goes to Tim Sloan. That at 9:11 of the second. Redbirds also on the board, and this one was a highlight reel goal by Tony Campese, his 4th of the season, assisted on the play by Mitch Oberlag at the 6:08 mark. It makes it 4-2, Illinois State trailing Alabama after 2 periods. 2-period total shots on goal, Redbirds with 21, Alabama with 19. Second period shots, Redbirds had 10, Alabama had 10. So we're in the second intermission with Alabama leading Illinois State by a 4-2 score. And if you like the hockey you're watching right now, we're going to do it all again for you tomorrow. Same place. Different time, though, 7 p.m. face-off here at Grossinger Motors Arena. Alabama and Illinois State once again in ACHA hockey. Second intermission continues. We'll be back for the 3rd period in just a few moments. Alabama leads Illinois State 4-2 here at the Garage. We're back in a bit. Back at Grossinger Motors Arena, L.A. Decker back with you, getting set for period number 3 between Alabama and Illinois State. Through 2 periods, Alabama with a 4-2 lead over the Redbirds. Again, more hockey coming your way tomorrow right here from Grossinger Motors Arena. Same 2 teams. It'll be Illinois State and Alabama once again. This time a 7 o'clock face-off for you here from the garage at Grossinger Motors Arena. Officials have made their way out of the ice. Teams are about to make their ways out of the tunnel, and we are getting set for period number 3. Teams will switch ends once again. And we will get the third period underway momentarily. Goaltenders will remain the same. It'll be Brendan Donovan for Illinois State and Aaron Wheeler for Alabama. Redbirds have won their last 2, come from behind fashion. Let's see if they can pull it off again tonight, trailing by 2 goals in the final 20 minutes of play. Head coach Chris Pruitt's team playing very well in the later stages of the game. Early in the game, though, probably left a little bit to be desired for the head coach. Redbirds will operate from right to left as we see it. You hear it in period number 3, and the opening faceoff is won by Alabama. Redbirds dump it back in. It's played across by Lester. Connection was missed, and the Redbirds able to track it down. Joe Rasha digs it out and sends it into the Alabama zone. Johnny Deeney knocked off his stick, and Cade Janicki plays it. Got it ahead to Meyer. A little change on the line for the Redbirds here starting the third period. Meyer gets to the corner, dumps it back. Lost the handle, and is played by Alabama. Will Zeke got the neutral ice, and it had knocked away from him. Janicki's pass for Meyer misses the target, and the Redbirds will go get a change. Campese ahead to Hilt, over the line. Backhanded shot, knocked aside by Wheeler. Into the near corner. Ulrich sends it high off the glass. Stays in the zone, though. Now Alabama able to clear it out. Here's Johnson over the line. Ryan Johnson cuts to the slot, sends one up. Donovan save, rebound, they score! Quinn Fahey with his 4th goal of the season. And he had nothing but an open net in front of him as Donovan sold out to make the stop on the backhand by Johnson. And it's 5-2 Alabama. And a penalty coming up also against Illinois State, trailing the play. So the goal scored, and the Redbirds will have to defend a power play following getting scored on. Or are they waving off the goal? Interesting. They haven't put the goal on the board yet. Face-off taken by Alabama. They are on the power play. And into the Redbird zone. Lester. Cross-ice feed to Johnny Deeney. Back to Lester. Now they play tic-tac with it. Deeney has it from the point, and he scores on the power play. Johnny Deeney with a long wrister, and he makes it 6-2 Alabama. So Deeney will get credit for that goal. I have it 6-2. I may be wrong, though. They may have waved off that first goal. We'll see what happens. In any case, Redbirds find themselves down. Parker Adams now steps in, and he sends it right into the catching glove of Aaron Wheeler, and he gives no rebound. There it is. It is 6-2 officially. 18:04 to play here in the third. Redbirds had the momentum going into the period, but Alabama, with 2 huge goals to start this third period, have wrested that away from Illinois State. Here's Kramer with a long shot, sucked up and stopped by Wheeler. Here come the Tide. Villadue over the line. Oh, he tried to center it. Good pass that time, but it just missed connection with Jake Ferry. Here come the Redbirds back. Tim Sloan over the line. Sloan cross ice to Adams. Knocked off his stick and sent back to the far corner. Now Alabama work into the Redbird zone. Chiarelli dumps it behind the net, and the Tide will go get a change. Garcia trying to play it ahead, lost the handle on it, and it's stolen away by Alabama. Illinois State, though, able to get it back. Baumstark into the corner for Yancey, trying to center it across ice, so it's stolen away once again. Ralph Mundy with the steal. Mundy lost the handle at center ice, picked up by Salemi. Salemi motors ahead, behind the net he goes, center and pass, missed his connection, tried to find Swiderski. Here's Yancey from the slot, firing, that's knocked down. It looked like it hit a Redbird right in the slot. And here come the Tide, stopped by Illinois State again. And the Redbirds able to turn it back into the zone for an offensive opportunity in the far corner. Salemi couldn't quite dig it out. Tide control, and we'll send it up off the glass. This one's going to roll all the way down. This will be an icing call against Alabama with 16:07 to play in the third, and the Tide leading 6-2. Draw will be taken to the left of Wheeler. It's won by Alabama. Kirkwood. Back over to Jake Best. And it's knocked away and sent back over to the near side, where it's hoisted into neutral ice. Stoffacher got it into the Crimson Tide zone. Oberlag will dump it in from neutral ice. Crimson Tide very happy to just dump the puck and keep it out of the zone as long as possible and just control the puck now with a 6-2 lead. Eric Reininger had it knocked off his stick. Hilt has it. Got it ahead to Campese, who lost the handle on it. Now knocked into neutral ice where it's picked up by Fahey. Hilt drops it off to Oberlag. Quick shot. Nice pad save made by Wheeler. Oberlag again send it in. This one gloved down by one of the defensemen for Alabama and played in neutral ice. Stoffacher tried to play it. Now whistle stops play. Looks like somebody went back to the trainer's room really quick. Didn't quite see who that was. There's a stick on the ice. 2 sticks, as a matter of fact, as the linesman come over to figure out which stick belongs to who. Looks like one of the coaches for Alabama has gone back to the locker room to check on the player, and his gloves came off as well. So they have retrieved the stick and got it back to the player in question, who has gone into the tunnel. So now the officials getting together and having a chat about the situation. 14:49 to play in the third. Alabama has extended their lead from 4-2 to 6-2. Redbirds win the draw on neutral ice as Garcia will send it all the way down. Zeke will play it. The Redbirds have to backtrack to get it. Here's Meyer over the line. Into the corner, rubbed out of the play. Sends it back out top. Tried to go out of the zone with it. It was tipped, and it will come out to neutral ice for a faceoff. As the puck ended up going right behind the scorer's bench. So the Redbirds do take the opportunity to make a change. And the faceoff will actually stay in the Alabama zone to the right of Wheeler. Sloan wins the draw, got it back, tip, went wide of the net. As sitting on the doorstep that time was Tyler Kuhn. He's already got one goal, trying to get his second. Parker Adams kicks it over to one of his teammates, and the Redbirds keep possession of the puck. Stoffacher gets it to neutral ice, but here come the Tide once again into the zone. Centering pass attempted by Trombley was knocked aside, and the Redbirds able to clear it down into the Alabama end. Alabama dumps it in behind the net. Stoffacher sends it out front. Here's a quick shot saved by Donovan. Rebound stopped against the defense, and they score on the third opportunity. Jake Fury will get the tally and make it 7-2 Alabama. So Alabama now with a 5-goal lead, 13:36 to play in this one. Garcia sends it ahead. Tipped into the zone by Baumstark. In the near corner. Fury plays it. Gets it around to the far side. Swiderski sends it around again to the near side. Garcia tries to cut it off. It's played by Chiarelli. Behind the net. He'll send it out of the zone into neutral ice. Garcia tries to play it. Garcia looks like he got clipped. No call. Played back out. Now we do have a penalty coming up. Delayed call against Alabama. So Redbirds trying to get the extra skater out for a quick opportunity. Quick pass ahead. Nice centering pass. Shot well off the side of the net as Hilton had an opportunity on the pass from Yancey. Back out top. Salemi sent into the corner. And now it's played by Alabama. They control, and the penalty will be called. So my eyes didn't deceive me. It did look like that stick got up a little bit on one of the players, and it will be a high sticking call against Alabama with 12:32 to play in the third. Redbirds will go to the power play once again. They have yet to score on the man advantage in this contest. 0 for 3 in their first 3 opportunities. Redbirds win the draw. Send it in on a Wheeler, and a quick shot made by Hilt. And it's swollen up, and he'll give no rebound and take the face-off. 5 seconds have elapsed in the Redbird man advantage. Redbirds win the draw. The puck cleared out of the zone by Alabama. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Quickly into the attacking zone. It's knocked away. Now playing it back, and Eric Reininger, will send it back and kill some more time before they hoist it to neutral ice. A rolling puck played by Ulrich. 1:25 for the power play, 11:55 for the contest. 7-2 Alabama leads Illinois State. Here's Campese over the line through the slot. Takes it to the near side, dumps it back out top. Oberlag shot, he scores! Mitch Oberlag with a beautiful wrister off the pass from Campese, and it leads cut to 7-3. Redbirds need a few more of those to get themselves back into this contest. 11:42 to play in the third. 7-3 Alabama with the lead. Here's a pass into the zone. Rasha able to get to it before the Alabama defense. Zeke couldn't play it out. Held in by Janicki. Now knocked off his stick and picked up by the Tide. Johnny Deeney skates in over the line. Cuts it back. Ooh, beautiful backhand pass, but nobody home for that one. Now Alabama controls in the slot. Quick shot tipped away by the Redbird defense. And a whistle stops play with 11:11 on the clock. Tyler Trombley had an opportunity, and the net came off its moorings, stopping play. The face-off will be to the right of Brendan Donovan. Janicki will take the face-off and win it to the far boards. Played ahead, Myers couldn't catch up to it. Kirkwood sends it around, and Alabama plays it forward. Janicki plays it from center, though, to Oberlag. It trickles just in over the blue line, and the Redbirds still trying to tag back out. Here's Campese getting it to Ulrich. His pass, though, knocked away. Now some broken play in the neutral zone leads to Alabama dumping it in. Kramer trying to send it out. It's held in, though, by the Tide. Ulrich there to play it. Sends it up the near boards. Bilodeau. Wrap it around, trying to get it around the boards. It was stopped, though. Looks like it might have hit the referee. Kramer plays it around to the far boards. And here come the Redbirds. Mitch Oberlag will dump it in, and he'll chase it down himself. Oberlag sends it around and all the way out. The point man wasn't there as Garcia was late arriving to the spot. And the Redbirds have to tag back out. Oberlag sends it in, bouncing puck sent aside, and a whistle stopping play. Not exactly sure why the whistle sounded. Referee will sound the whistle if he loses sight of the puck, and apparently that's what happened in this case. So it will be a face-off in the Alabama zone. It'll be to the left of Aaron Wheeler. Face-off won by the Tide. Kirkwood drops it back off behind the net. They play it forward. Redbird there to stop it. Garcia tried to hold him up. Kirkwood, though, has it. Get it ahead to Best. Now into the far corner. Played by Simmons to Best. Back out to the top, and Kirkwood, he'll fire one. Swallowed up by Donovan. No rebound given. And with 9:20 to play in the third, the face-off will be in the Redbird zone. Shots on goal, 26 for the Redbirds, 24 for Alabama. The Crimson Tide lead on the scoreboard, 7-3 over Illinois State. Face-off won by Alabama. They draw it all the way back into their own zone. Effective for killing time, but not for an offensive opportunity. Kirkwood in neutral ice. Plays it back for Mundy. Now over to Lester. Over the line, Mundy. Drops it back off. Redbird's able to dig it out. Here's Swiderski. Over the line for Adams. His shot, he scores! Parker Adams on the pass from Swiderski. And the Redbirds win 3, 7-4. Redbirds control the draw as we resume play. 7-4, lots of goals being scored in this one. Maybe they save some for tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Redbirds dig it out of the corner. Jablonski, excuse me. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Swiderski, pardon me. It knocked off his stick, and Alabama comes into the zone with it. Here's a quick shot. Oh, that one hit the side of the post as it was taken by Nick Reininger. Redbirds control. Stoffacher works out of the corner, stolen away from him though. Picked up by Fahey. Pass to the far side. Tried to center it in, did the Tide, and it's knocked into the far corner. Noah Yancey there to tie it up. Puck comes out of the corner. Dug out, quick shot, Donovan equal to the task. Rebound, Fahey, they score. Quinn Fahey will probably get credit for that goal. Looks like it might hit a body out front, but we'll see what the referee says. As the initial shot was taken by Tyler Trombley. It looks like that goal may be going the way of Fahey. So now it's an 8-4 game in favor of Alabama. The Tide once again in the Redbird zone. 7.5 minutes to play in this one. Redbirds able to thwart the attempt. And Alabama will come over the line. And in the meantime, the forecheck. Illinois State commits a penalty on the forecheck. This will be on Trevor Hilt. He will pick up the 2-minute minor for tripping. So Alabama once again going to the power play. And they have tallied 3 times on the power play tonight. Teams have combined for 4. Kirkwood gets the draw. Out to Bilodeau. Over to Eric Reininger. Down low goes to Trey Howes. Back all the way out top to Bilodeau. Now over to a shot by Reininger. Stopped by Donovan. The rebound corralled by the Tide though. Kirkwood to Bilodeau. Into the slot. Quick shot up over the glass. The opportunity that time was taken by Fury. And the rebound cleared all the way out. The Redbirds will get a change. 1:20 for the Alabama power play. 6:40 for the contest. 8-4 Alabama. Eric Reininger harassed at center ice. Just hoisted into the Redbird end. Where Joe D'Alessandro will play it. Bilodeau sends it across for Kirkwood. One-timer stopped with a pad by Donovan. Rebound. Kicked away by Donovan again. Rebound again. Donovan again. A save. Rebound. Bilodeau back out. Kirkwood fakes the shot. Sends it across. Firing. Donovan again. And it's cleared out by the Redbirds, but not fully out. Into the corner goes Fury. Cross ice pass. Kirkwood fakes the shot. Kicks it back out. Siebold. Back out to Kirkwood. Big shot. Saved by Donovan, and he hangs on. 5:44 for the third. 24 remaining on the Alabama man advantage. 8-4 Crimson Tide with a lead. Faceoff will be to the right of Donovan. Redbirds win the draw, can't control the puck. Try to hoist it out, can't do it. Taken by Trombley. Over to Fahey. Back to Trombley at the point. To Eric Lester. Lester to Johnny Deeney on the far boards. Deeney works in, takes the shot. Donovan the save, rebound, swiped away, and Redbirds can't clear it out. Here's Deeney again firing. That one's blocked at the defense into the corner. Out of the corner, Salemi tries to play it out, can't do it. Deeney again, backhander, saved by Donovan. Rebound picked up by Fahey. Penalty is over. Both teams are back at full strength as the Redbirds able to finally clear the pressure. Here comes Swiderski. Swiderski moves in, saved by Wheeler, and he gives no rebound as Swiderski got in all alone on the Alabama goaltender, and he was equal to the task. So the draw to the right of Wheeler. Here's Sloan sending one in on the wide of the net. Quick shot taken again as Kuhn send one in on Wheeler, and he's ticked to the side. And the Redbirds getting very aggressive on the forecheck, taking opportunities to try to keep the puck in the Alabama zone. It may give up some odd man rushes if they're not careful. Ulrich plays it back around. Kuhn will send it to neutral ice. And the Redbirds will regroup. Garcia, his pass deflected. Kuhn able to control it, but lost the handle as he was poke checked by Nick Reininger. Now Reininger over the line. Cross ice centering pass. Trying to connect with Greg Simmons, and it goes all the way into neutral ice, and the Crimson Tide more than happy to just dump it back in and get a change. 3:50 to play in this one. 8-4 Alabama. Here's a steal by Lester. Lester holds it in. Fury there. Lester digs it out. Keeps it. Sends it over to Kirkwood, who will blast one. It's saved by Donovan. That one might have got him in the mask. He looks like he might have not seen that one clearly. Puck held in by Alabama. Fury out of the corner with it. Now the puck cleared into the slot. No one there. And Illinois State finally there to corral it. Garcia. Got it to Oberlag. Now over the line comes Hilt. Hilt will backhand one in. It's tipped into the netting. And blow a face-off in the Alabama zone with 3:01 to play in the third. Alabama has put some major pressure on the Redbird goal here in the third period. They're now out shooting the Redbirds 35-28. Face-off won by Alabama. Into the corner. Redbirds trying to dig it out. Held in by Salemi. Low shot taken and saved by Wheeler. The rebound kicked into the far corner. And Zeke plays it now. Some hard contact in the far corner, and we got some whistles and some people getting a little frustrated right now. And some people are going to be taking an early shower tonight, it looks like. Campese looked like he lost his hat in the process. Having a little conversation right now with Ryan Siebold. So as the officials sort this one out, it does look like Tony Campese's coming over to the penalty box for Illinois State. Campese, well, he seemed to find the right combination to get that door open. Campese's in the box, and it does look like one of the Alabama players is being sent off. Brian Siebold is being sent off for the remainder of the contest, and looks like the referee is telling Campese the same thing. He is also being sent off for the remainder of the contest. 2:48 to play in this one. Again, these two teams will meet tomorrow night, 7 o'clock here at at Grossinger Motors Arena. Almost said the wrong thing, didn't I? Been known to do that once in a while. But nothing I can't say on the air. Because the linesman and the referee get this settled up. The official scorer standing right outside the penalty box to get a good ear on the conversation to make sure he knows what penalties are going up and what penalties are being written down. And the on-ice representatives for the two teams are also interested in what's happening. We do have a couple of misconduct penalties that are going to be issued in this one. One to Campese, the other one to Siebold. But will anybody be shorthanded, or will we play 4-on-4 for a time? That's the next question. While they sort everything out, still got more games coming up for Illinois State hockey, including another matchup with the University of Illinois coming up. I don't believe that'll be as the calendar turns into 2022. We do have some great feature games coming up for you, and we'll have more for those as they become available, including senior nights for the Division II and Division III teams. This one looks like it's going to be a little bit of paperwork for the officials tonight. So Illinois State, they've scored twice in this period, but unfortunately, Alabama has scored 4 times. We ended the second period at 4-2. Alabama is outscoring Illinois State 4-2 in this period. All right, so it looks like we've got hopefully everything settled up here. We'll be skating 4-on-5. 5-on-4? Yeah, looks like. Let's take a look here. So yes, it will be skating 5-on-4. Looks like Tide has sent over Quinn Fahey to serve the penalty. So the Redbirds on the power play. As we resume, Garcia. Sends it across ice. Meyer will work across the slot. Back behind the net to Janicki. Now a quick shot by Garcia goes over the top of the crossbar. Held in by the Redbirds. Adams over to Garcia. Back to Adams in the high slot. He'll fire one on net. Save made by Wheeler. Rebound to the near side. Played by Meyer to Sloan behind the net. Kirkwood's there, and he'll hoist it all the way down the ice. And they'll clear the zone. 1:15 for the Redbird power play. 2 minutes to play in the third period. 8-4 Alabama with the lead. Janicki. Lead pass ahead for Adams. Knocked away from him and sent into neutral ice, and the Redbirds have to regroup. Here's Janicki in neutral ice. Played by Kirkwood in the near corner. Tyler Kuhn tries to dig it out. It's held in by Garcia. Now Meyer to Kuhn in the far corner. Back out top to Garcia. Fakes the shot. Sends it back over to Kuhn. He'll rifle one in. It's steered aside by Wheeler. Meyer picks up the rebound. Meyer in the slot to Hilt. Into the near corner. Centering pass. No one home, and it's cleared all the way down. Final 20 seconds of the Redbird power play. Donovan will send it all the way down ice. Hilt there to play it. Hilt will take a quick shot. Saved by Wheeler, trying to get his goalie an assist. Hilt tries it again. This one goes wide. Oberlag picks it up. 5 seconds remaining in the power play, and Alabama will clear that out as Chandler Bilodeau will do the honors, and both teams are back at full strength. Final 40 seconds remaining in this contest. Redbirds in the second period made a game effort to make it a game, but Alabama took control into the third period and haven't looked back since. Oberlag in the far corner to Hilt. Centering pass for Kuhn off his stick and picked up by Oberlag. He lost it. Bilodeau, 3-on-1 if they hurry. Bilodeau over the line, sends it across, wide of the target, 12 seconds. Here's Hilt, sending it ahead. Played by Baumstark. It's dumped all the way back in, and that will kill off the remainder of the third period, and this one is in the books. And the Crimson Tide of Alabama have won the opening contest of this two-game set. They have defeated the Illinois State Redbirds by the final score of 8-4. We'll get a final scoring recap, and we'll recap shots on goal before we send this one to bed. Your final once again from Grossinger Motors Arena. Illinois State falls to Alabama 8-4. Back in a moment to wrap things up. Back one final time at Grossinger Motors Arena. Your final, Alabama 8, Illinois State 4. Redbirds trailed 2-0 after 1, 4-2 after 2. Going into the third period, Redbirds had some momentum, but that was quashed quickly at the 18:44 mark of the third period as the leading scorer for the Crimson Tide, Quinn Fahey, tallied his 4th of the season. He was assisted on the play by Eric Reininger, 5-2 Alabama. They extended the lead to 6-2 as the 4th goal of the season by Johnny Deeney, his 2nd of the game, made it 6-2 on the power play. He's assisted by Quinn Fahey and also by John Chiarelli. Alabama made it a 7-2 contest at the 13:36 mark on the first goal of the season by Jake Fury. He was assisted on the play by Ralph Mundy and by Trey Howes to make it 7-2. Illinois State got back on the board to make it a 7-3 score at the 11:44 mark on the power play as Mitch Oberlag picked up his 3rd goal of the season, assisted by Tony Campisi at the 11:44 mark. Redbirds again get closer, make it 7-4 with the 8:48 to play in the third on a nice play by Parker Adams, getting his 1st goal of the season. He was assisted on the play by Joe Swiderski to make it 7-4. Final goal of the contest was tallied by the Crimson Tide, and it was done by their leading scorer, Quinn Fahey, with his 5th goal of the season and his 2nd of the contest. He was assisted on the play by Tyler Trumbley and by John Chiarelli. There's our closeouter scoring at 8-4 in the contest. Final shot totals in the third period: Alabama 16, Illinois State 8. 3-period totals: Crimson Tide 35, Redbirds 29. So that's going to do it for this broadcast. We'll be back again tomorrow, 7 o'clock face-off here at Grossinger Motors Arena. Same two teams, Alabama and Illinois State, will renew their rivalry once again. Until that time, we thank everybody here at Grossinger Motors Arena. Great job by the crew tonight as well. I'm L.A. Decker. So long, everyone.